This is it. This is ready. Just before the England game. Are you ready? Then comment below and spread the people's word. Because that's right, I'm here. You are watching me. So tell all of your friends and get your voice heard. This is live at Jabroni Drive. Know you're a Wallonoid, Smackdown Hotel, and it doesn't matter who you are. So tell everyone you know. Because I am here. I am back. 1 second. So, don't be a Rudy Poo, candy ass, monkey ass, jabroni. Do check out every single one of my electrifying videos and always check out the People's Playlist because I am your hero. I am Rick the Rock. And this is a channel that tells you to share this on Twitter and on Facebook. This is the People's WWE channel. I am live once again, and you can follow me right now on Twitter at RickTheRockPit30. Send me that tweet, send me that DM. You can add me right now as I speak on Facebook at Richard J. Pate and send me the people's message. Just bring it. I've got a lot to get through in this people's video. So let's get started with the NXT Takeover Chicago review. We'll get into the review. Do go on view and like WWE World Wrestling Alliance on the People's Facebook. So at NXT Takeover, all first matches set for your main event. So we started with the NXT Tag Team title match. It was the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong taking on Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. This was a good match to kick things off. But coming out the win and still your NXT Tag Team Champions is the Undisputed Era. And there to you right now to go and view and like the Money People's WWE page. Team Bring It on the Great One's Facebook. Next up, in singles action, we had the high-flying Ricochet taking on the Velveteen Dream. This was a good match. Great high-flying match. I do think that Velveteen Dream is ready for the main roster, but getting the 1, 2, 3 was Ricochet, so a good win for him there. In your next match, in women's action, for the NXT Women's Championship, it was Shayna Baszler taking on Nikki Cross. This was a good one. Nikki Cross, absolutely crazy, mental. So I like that character she's got going on. But coming out the win and still holding the NXT Women's title gold was Shayna Baszler. And right now, you see that bell will smash it on every single one of my notifications. Because next up, for the NXT World Championship, it was the Leviathan Lars Sullivan taking on the undefeated in singles action, Aleister Black. This was a good one, but no shocker here with the winner. Coming out the winner, still your NXT World Champion was Aleister Black. And then your main event of the evening in a street fight match, it was former friends, now foes, Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano. This was a really, really good match. Great main event. They really stole the show. NXT itself and NXT Takeovers are really good. Coming out the win, getting that pin was Tommaso Ciampa. So presume that the rivalry isn't over yet. I presume they're going to have another match later down the line. But the question is, what match can they have? So that was the NXT Takeover Chicago review. So do like and subscribe. Because next up, So for your 2 shout outs, I say to your 2 shout outs, I'll say it again, like and subscribe, because next up is the WWE Kids Magazine unbagging. So I'll show you the magazine itself first. In fact, I've not actually took out the 3 posters, so I'll do that now whilst live. So it's a John Cena edition this time. Like I said, I'm going to take out the 3 posters right now. But do like and subscribe for your 2 shout outs. That's very, very important. So just 1 second here. 1 small little second. Bear with me. Do let me know those people's comments below. Are you going to watch the England game in just half an hour? I'm sure you're going to watch it. I don't think I'm going to do too well, but we'll see. So here are the 3 posters. So we've got John Cena. Pretty good poster there, I think. Braun Strowman. On the other side, we've got Rhino. And last but certainly not least, we've got James the Zorro, the Bar. The 3 gifts I got with it were a double-sided poster. On one side, we've got Becky Lynch. And on the other side, AJ Styles. We've got WWE stickers. We've got Braun Strowman, Bayley, Ronda Rousey and Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns tattoos, stick-on tattoos. A Ryback Flip Madness book. These are pretty cool. A John Cena, well, not sorry, a champ ring. There've been many of these. I've not even took it out. I'll take it out now. So there it is. There have been quite a few of these. I think they just throw them in. And last, but always, obviously not least, a John Cena wallet. So I'll probably actually use this wallet. So again, I'll take this out now. To sort of do things a little bit different this time. So yeah, there it is. We've got John Cena on one side and You Can't See Me on the other. So that was this month's WWE Kids Magazine unbagging. Do like and subscribe for those 2 shout outs, because next up is the Money in the Bank review. So I thought it was a good event. Some people have had mixed emotions about the event, but let's kick off. Let's kick off with the kickoff show in a fresh match. It was the club, so Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson taking on the Bludgeon Brothers for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. This was a decent match. No shock who won, as it was the Bludgeon Brothers. Walking out still, though, that the blue tag team gold. On the actual pay-per-view, we started with, in singles action, it was, starting with SmackDown Live, it was the big man, Big Cass taking on, yes, Daniel Bryan. This was a decent match. I did think Big Cass was going to win, but coming out the win was Daniel Bryan, which I don't really get. I do know that Big Cass is getting punished backstage, but still. And if you don't know about that, that is because when he beat up a midget on SmackDown Live, he went too far. Next up, in a fresh match, in tag action on the Raw side, it was the Dominator, Bobby Lashley, taking on none other than Sami Zayn. This was an okay match, but coming that win, as expected, was Bobby Lashley, so not really much to be said there. In your next match of the night, in another fresh match, in fact, all these were fresh matches set for Daniel Bryan and Big Cass, and Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal and Styles versus Nakamura. But like and subscribe, because next up it was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. It was the last, so on the side of SmackDown Live, the last kick of Becky Lynch versus the Queen, Charlotte, versus Feel the Glow Naomi, versus It's Her Day Lana, taking on from Monday Night Raw, the Boss Sasha Banks, the undefeated Ember Moon, the Queen of Hearts Natalya, and the Goddess Alexa Bliss in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. This was a good one. I did think Natalya was going to win, but coming to the win and new Mrs. Money in the Bank is Alexa Bliss, and she says right now to like and subscribe. Next up, just 1 second here. Yeah, next up, for the SmackDown Women's title in the fresh match, it was the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, taking on the fabulous Carmella for the SmackDown Live Women's title belt. This was an okay match. James Ellsworth did return. He was on the ring apron dressed as Asuka, and then he took the mask off, and it was the chinless jabroni, that candy ass, James Ellsworth. So I suppose I guess it's good to see him back, I suppose. And coming to the win and still keeping that belt is Carmella. So going for her there, a big win for Carmella. Next up, for the Intercontinental Championship, this was a fresh one. It was the Drifter Elias versus the Architect Seth Rollins. This was a decent match. Come out the win and still keeping that IC gold is Seth Rollins. Even though Jinder lost, so yeah, Roman Reigns won, but even though Jinder lost, he still made Jinder look good. Your next match, also in a fresh match, so the Raw Women's Champion. No, sorry, your next match, sorry, was for the WWE Championship. In the last man standing match, it was none other than the one and only Shinsuke Nakamura taking on the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. This was actually a good match, a good last man standing match. Come out the win and still keeping that WWE World title. It's AJ Styles, so the rivalry is over. So I just wonder who AJ Styles is going to face next. In your next match, yes, a fresh match for the Raw Women's Championship. It was an irresistible force, Nia Jax, taking on the one, the only, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. This was actually a good one, her first ever singles match in WWE. Ronda Rousey did win this match by DQ because Alexa Bliss got involved, beat up both Ronda and Nia, cashed in and he's your new Raw Women's Champion. Personally, I would have waited for Alexa Bliss to cash in, but okay. And then your main event of the evening, in a fresh match, on the Raw side of things we'll do, it was Finn Balor versus KO Kevin Owens versus the Monster of One Men, Braun Strowman versus the glorious Bobby Roode, taking on, from the SmackDown side of things, the Bulgarian Brute Rusev versus the Destroyer Samoa Joe versus New Day member Kofi Kingston versus the awesome one, The Miz, in the men's, that's right, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. This was a good one, and coming to the win, and Mr. Money in the Bank is Braun Strowman. So Strowman's really getting a good push. So presumably he is going to cash in at SummerSlam against Brock Lesnar. I know there's talk that Brock Lesnar won't be at SummerSlam, but I think that's when he's going to defend his title next. That's the only way they can get the title off Brock Lesnar. But do like and subscribe, because next up is the PCW Live, the Bottom of the Tower predictions. So unfortunately I won't be going on Saturday. It is this Saturday, June 23rd. Unfortunately I won't be going because of the trains on strike. So that's just a bummer. But it will be in Blackpool Tower Circus. 6 matches made, so it will be in singles action, TNA Star or Impact Star, Moose versus Charlie Sterling. I think this is good, will be a good one. And I actually think Charlie Sterling will get the win. I think he needs a win. In tag team action, it will be two mates pissing about, Danny Hope and Joey Hayes versus Bram and Sheikh El Sham. So good to see Bram back in PCW, and I think Bram and Sheikh El Sham will take the win in this one. It will be Case versus Voice. Tel Bannon's briefcase will be on the line, and Matthew Brooks' voice will be on the line. So it will be the Opera Mania Matthew Brooks versus Tel and Bannon. I actually think Tel Bannon will take the win here, get some heat on him. But I'm not sure, but I'm sticking with Tel Bannon. In women's action for this PCW Women's Championship, it will be none other than Rio taking on the one and only Nightshade. This should be a good one. And I actually think Nightshade will walk out the brand new PCW Women's Champion. It will be for the Cruiserweight title. It will be the high-flying Dina Allmark versus the loose ledge Adam Brooks. Adam Brooks has had a PCW the Cruiserweight title shot before. This should be a good one. Dina Allmark did win the Road to Glory tournament, so I think Adam Brooks might actually get the win here and become your brand new Cruiserweight champion, but I'm not sure. And in a 10-man tag team match, 5 versus 5, excuse me, in a Survivor Series rules match, it will be the team of T-Bone, Grado, Sugar Dunkerton, and the Kinky Party, Shah Samuels, and Jack Jester versus Lionheart, CJ Banks, the Henchmen, and James Storm. This should be a good one, and I think that T-Bone, Grado, Sugar Dunkerton, Charles Samuels, and Jack Jester will probably get the win in this one. But like I said, I'm not going to that. It's very unfortunate, but that is the predictions. If I can find out the results, I will do a review. But for now, enjoy England. It's going to start in 20 minutes. Enjoy Raw tonight. Enjoy Smackdown Live, 205 Live, NXT, and then next week we've got the tonight is being filmed, but next week we'll air the UK tournament. But for now, thank you for watching. If you smell what Rick the Rock is cooking.